my dad, he was a high school wrestling coach. He was my wrestling coach in high school. It was pretty cool because I was like one of the only white guys on the team. And so when your first day of high school, when you're a freshman, you're really nervous and scared. I wasn't, because I knew all the guys on the wrestling team from my dad. I knew Byron Blasingame. He was the toughest guy in the whole school. And he was cool to me. He was really nice to me. Every time he'd see me in the hallway, he'd go, "Lil Warren, where your daddy at? Where your daddy at, Lil Warren?" Like, that was Byron's way of saying hi. Like, he really didn't want to know where my dad was, but I was like a dorky white kid, so I'm like, "I think he's at the bank, Byron." Lil Warren say his daddy at the bank. Like, I got it after a while. Like, I got it. "Where your daddy at, Lil Warren?" "Hi, Byron." Thank God later, like, he really didn't need to know where my dad was, like, in an emergency. "Lil Warren, the gym on fire. Where your daddy at?" "Where your daddy at, Byron?" I said I'm not a farmer, or I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about, like, any kind of blue-collar job. I mean, I respect people that work with their hands. I don't know anything about it. I met this guy recently. He goes, "Yeah, I'm an iron worker." I had nothing. I go, "That's just sturdy metal. Done some work with aluminum, foil mostly. Wrapping snacks and stuff like that. You guys got a foil over there and iron?" "No?" I mean, my dad was a wrestling coach. That's a blue-collar job. My grandpa was a butcher, very blue-collar. I don't know past that. I'm not a big Ancestry guy. I mean, I got ancestors. I just don't. I mean, I know my parents. I just don't go that far back. Like, everybody else is into it, and all these Ancestry.com commercials, just some woman, "I thought my whole life I was Norwegian. It turns out I'm Chinese." Well, you should have known. Frankly, I saw it right away. I could have told you. You are not Norwegian. "I used to wear lederhosen, now I gotta wear a kilt." You don't gotta wear anything, sir. Pants, actually, that's an option. That's what they wear in Germany and Ireland today. You just want to play dress up. Let's not blame your ancestors on it. I mean, the blue-collar guys, they're more like, a lot of testosterone. I don't know how much testosterone I have left. I'm starting to get worried. I listen to a lot of sports radio, and that's the only people that advertise on sports radio, the low testosterone clinics. "Do you have low T?" "I don't know." "Do you feel as good as you did when you were 24? "I don't feel as good as I did yesterday, to be real honest with you." I thought that's the way the world worked. You get a little worse every day, and then you die. I didn't know. It's a pretty serious medical procedure, by the way, to inject your body with hormones. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to go to a place with a serious-sounding name, preferably with the word doctor at the front of it. These places have, like, silly wordplay names, like, "Come on down to Mansanity." No, I'm not going there. I'm not getting a transplant at Liverama Fun World either. If I ever hear, "Hey, do you have high blood sugar?" You can't diabeat these prices. That's also... We have 7 locations. We are glue close to you. Not a farm guy. I'm a suburb guy. I'm a suburb guy. And, I think a lot of people say the suburbs is like a soft life. Like, it's easy. It's not. It's tough. There's a lot of tough stuff. I had a problem at the Red Lobster the other day. It was serious. I mean, here's what happened. My waitress thought that I was poor. I'm not, okay? I'm not rich. I'm not gonna stand up here and brag to you guys about how much money I make, but let's just say I can walk into a Red Lobster and get whatever, okay? Like, I'm making that kind of cash. Like, I'm pulling that down. I'm not saying every day, but I'm saying 2-3 times a month I can walk in there, and I'm not looking at the prices, okay? And not just during Lobster Fest. I'm saying on a regular Tuesday, I'm doing fine. And I was wearing like my third best shirt. This is 6. I didn't look poor. Here's what happened. I go, I'll take the trout, and I want some asparagus. She goes, oh, sir, asparagus is a premium side. I was like, what does that mean? It's real good? She goes, no, it's extra. I was like, how much? She goes, $1.29. I was like, I can swing it. I mean, I'm gonna have to call my guy. You know, we're gonna have to move some stuff around. Probably put off retirement for a couple years, but I want the asparagus. Matter of fact, I want 3 asparaguses, or three asparagus. What I'm trying to say is I can spare a guy, okay? I got plenty of guys. I'm gonna keep the girls, but you know. I don't like it when they tell you how many sides you can have at the restaurant. I went to this place, I go, I'll take the salmon, I want a baked potato, and I want to serve. You only get one side. I get however many sides I say I get. I'm a grown man, all right? I decide the sides. I'm the side decider. I'll make it rain sides up in here. I want all the sides. I want them all twice, okay? I want a baked potato twice. And I'm not talking about a twice baked potato. I want 2 baked potatoes side by side. I want a roast beef sandwich. Sir, that's on a side. Well, then you put it on the side. I call the shots. Yeah. I want rice pilaf. And between me and you guys, I have no idea what rice pilaf is. I went to 5 different restaurants and I ordered rice pilaf, and it was completely different at every restaurant. These pilaf farmers need to standardize their product. I'll tell you that right now. Like, I Googled it, very loose definition. From what I can tell, rice pilaf is rice with anything else you want to put in it. Anything. You know how sometimes you drop your phone in the toilet and you got to put it in rice to dry it out? Technically, that's rice pilaf, okay? That's a Palafian dish. So yeah, man, the suburbs, there's stuff that happens there. I had a problem at this place called First Watch. It's a breakfast joint, you know, a tough place, and I go in there, and they're like, it's a 20-minute wait. I'm like, okay, I can handle it. I'll do my time, you know. So I'm sitting in the chair, I'm reading the paper, and I guess this woman came in after me, and she had a baby. And, you know, I didn't see her. If I'd have seen her, I'd have offered her my chair, but I didn't see her. So what she did, she just stood right next to me. She starts talking to her baby, but she's talking to me, all right? Like no, there's nowhere for us to sit down. There's nowhere for us to sit down. There's nowhere for us. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't see you here. You can have my chair, you know? And then, you know, I stood right next to her. I didn't have a baby, all right? So I just started talking about newspaper. I was like, nah, newspaper, we got to give her the chair. Nah, the tactic she's using, that's called passive-aggressive newspaper. She's a gutless woman. She is using her infant child in this charade. She's miserable.